going to do 10. Stop loss is going right here. And yeah, we're going to play that. And the reason, excuse me, oh man, okay. And the reason we're going to play like that is because we got inversion for value gap. We got potential internal liquidity right here, which is all good signs. Potential is going up, but I haven't got that confirmation yet. This was kind of more because we took this sell side liquidity right here, then we start shooting up. So that my brain, I'm thinking like, okay, cool. We just took sell side. We could potentially be shooting up. That to me can be the idea of the trade. Generally speaking, and remember on the higher time frame, we are pulling away from a daily fair value gap. So that could be the basis of the trade, in my opinion. Yeah, doesn't mean there's nothing else to say about it. Like that's kind of the, at least the brain power I'm thinking about it. So I want to see a continuation up higher.
Order filled.
See if we get that, and if we don't, then we don't. You know. So I'm going to do this. I'm gonna do some of that. I'm gonna do some of that. And I'm going to do some of that. Perfect. Okay. So this could be, again, this is a juice swing of us coming up higher or lower, back into that fair value gap. Then I mean, it is what it is. We have one break even, and then one half consequent or half leverage risk. Again, don't want to put too much on here. Obviously, waiting for that confirmation. But the idea why I didn't have to need confirmation on this one is the idea that we took sell side liquidity. That was the biggest thing. Sell side liquidity was taken. The other one before confirmation, we didn't have internal taken yet. So if internal is taken, then this is valid. But if we did not take internal, then I would need to wait for confirmation. So in this case, just giving it some breathing room, letting it do what it do. Like I said, if it comes back, and then like I said, we are half risk. Either way it goes. So I mean, either way, literally either way it goes. So and we're gonna see. We're basically looking at that 1050 macro to kind of push us up above these highs. And again, the idea is because we're from a bullish fair value gap on a daily.
Order filled.
So we got a nice little run up. We'll see if that can continue to hold overflow. Kind of still waiting for some confirmation. I would like for us to get above this order block right here, confirming this is a proportion block. So I kind of just gotta wait and be a little more, a little more patient, should say. Once we get above here, or we do get above here, definitely be moving stops up again. And basically looking for that same idea we was taking up here as that same trade idea. So this being a proportion block right here, this order proportion block right here. We tap down to this order block, all this range right here. I want to see this give us more
order filled.
So I'm looking for reaction wise. Want to see this hold. Coming into that macro, that 1050 macro. and we start shooting up higher, this of course would be also the time where we could continue to go lower. So just kind of giving into that perception of the trade and allowing that to be the reason for the trade. I'll probably take it off somewhere up in here above this high, this internal liquidity. But like I said, we gotta let it to give it some breathing room. This is where I'm putting my stop again at that proportion block. So giving it, like I said, stab back down there, tap the proportion block. But this is the area that I'm looking for it to hold and continue to shoot higher. We have no fair value gaps on this side. I'm looking to my left, so we have no fair value gaps, so we shouldn't struggle too much going above here. And also, this is not a lot of points. Oh yeah, it's 26 points. Yeah, 20 points, not crazy. But definitely, obviously, we don't see this hold or fast with a lot of speed with no fair value gaps. So you want to see a lot of speed. I don't want to see a lot of rejection in this area right here. I would like to see some speed, pushing up a little quicker than right now. I'm looking at the start of the macro. It's not trying to be too hands-on, but we should fairly get some pretty good, decent speed out of here. If the trade is valid, right? If the trade is, the trade is good and all that good stuff. That's kind of the speed. And then I want to see a hold. There we go. Like that's the speed I was looking for, right? Above here, this definitely take partials, all that good stuff. We at that high. So again, we're not asking, I'm not asking for too much. I just looked at it, looking for 20 points. I am seeing that we did create S&T. So definitely moving stops up. Like I said, always dragging that stop up. That high, that's internal, right? Internal liquidity. We're at it, so you could take partials just for the sake of it. Let's see if we get a little higher. So I'm taking partials right there just because of where we was at for the internal liquidity. But again, for the way I think about it is either two things gotta happen at internal liquidity. I talked about you can take partials or put it at break even. In this case, in this example, we did both, but you definitely gotta do something. I'm not just finna hold the trade and let it retrace and all that good stuff. This is a version for value gap, giving it some breathing room. Ideally, if we was to get up this high, we respect this, and then like I said, I don't know at this internal, do we start rotating lower? So I always kind of get myself that able to have that break even and or let the trade kind of give it some breathing room to shoot up or shoot high or whatever it does. And yeah, pretty much that's the idea. So I was able to take a little small partial above up here. Like I said, the biggest one obviously would be this TP right here, giving it a lot more breathing room. But I like how ES is finally starting to catch up and kind of being, oh, okay, NAS is trying to go, which in this case is obviously a good sign because we want it to continue to go higher. Just kind of monitoring the trade. I want us to get above this high and then close above here. We close above here. I'm confident that we go back to here. And what I'm doing is kind of basing this off of is I kind of show y'all what I'm basing this off of. What am I basing this off of? Right here. So this and this, right? This right here. The idea is basically even if we go higher or lower, the idea of us going back to at least of a premium, for us to go higher or lower. Don't know which one we're gonna do, but at least I know we're gonna do one of the two. And I want to see us get to this premium. right? Or this discount, excuse me, premium. And once we get there, then I'm looking at the trade like, okay, what should we do then? What should we do after that? Well, I'm also looking at, we got S&Ts right now as well. So NAS is leading the way as of now, but that's why right now at internal liquidity, I'm at break even, because we could absolutely push through here and start getting to that premium, or going for that premium, or we could just rotate lower. And whether we do one or the other, I'm at break even. And my idea is that's why I either take partials or put at break even when you're trading internal liquidity. You gotta do one of the two. Oh, sorry. So we go over here in the trade, talk about it today. Move this out the way. Move that this away. Can I not move this out the way? Kind of crazy. So almost hit a TP. Like I said, we talked about it real time while I was in the trade, all the good stuff, and we're just gonna wait to lock in some more profits. Like I said, this is, if not, you're definitely TP1, TP2 right here. I'm just gonna go further. Definitely locking in something right here. I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. So kind of adjusting it, so to speak. And but yeah, that's pretty much the trade and the recap of that. So move this a little lower. See if we get this TP up in here. Get one more stab up. And I'm looking at ES too, so we still got some room to go in ES on this high. So see if we can kind of get that stab up there. This one looking up here. Trying to hold the camera up where we can just hold it right there. It's gonna do it. I know. Gonna see. See if we get that push one more through to this highs. So hit over here and
Order filled.
let's see right there. Just close it out right there. Let it just the TP.